Hi, welcome to YouTube with Ted again. Yes, I'm back again, and I'm a bit annoyed because I don't think many of you have you? I did ask you. I said it was no trouble, all you had to do was do it, but you haven't. Why not? I can't understand it. YouTube, it's so easy. Get off your backside and just do one. It could be about anything. Yes, and you can join this wonderful community of us silly old sods making YouTube videos. Yeah, about nothing. But we enjoy doing it. Don't matter what age you are. 40, 50, 60, 70. I'm 77 and I make YouTube channels. And it's given me a new get up and go. Yeah. Because I'm on a target now. Having been on YouTube now for 5, 6, 7 years, I think so, and I've made a few hundred videos. I've just made them as I've gone along. Sometimes, yeah, I've gone on holiday, we do YouTube videos. If we build world gigs, we do YouTube videos. You know, don't matter what we did. Went skiing many years ago, did YouTube videos. Went to the Grand Canyon, did YouTube videos. Yeah, that's when we had money. I ain't got no money now. That's why I'm sitting in the back garden with my shed. So, just do it. That's all you've got to do. As I said in one of my other videos, just do it. It costs, well, obviously it costs money because you've got to have a camera. But most of us have got phones, you know, smartphones, 3, 4 years old. You can use that. Cheap microphone, yeah, just one of these little things, just so that the sound's a little bit better. And just do it. And what is the secret? My secret was I didn't know that I was good at it. Well, I ain't good at it, but at least I've got some subscribers and I earn money, so I must be good at something. But I just did it by accident. I started beagling whirly gigs, and before you know what it was, I made a few whirly gig channels, and before you know what I was monetarised, and I was earning money. And I didn't even know I was earning money, not until my grandson sorted it all out for me. Clever little sod he is. Less said about him, the better, though. Yes. He's going to be a millionaire one day, and he's going to look after me. Yeah. I haven't told him yet, but never mind. No, so what about YouTube and you? Everybody thinks they can do it. Well, I think everybody can in a different way. You can do these ones, what we call face up. Yeah, me, camera. But you can just go for a walk. You know, do you know there's a guy that goes on buses. Yeah, and he'll go from town to town, and he'll just mount his camera at the front of the bus, normally upstairs, because in England we have double-decker buses, so that means you can sit at the front. And he'll mount his camera there, and all he'd do an hour and a half video travelling from one town to another town, going on coast. He doesn't even talk on it. And he gets a few number of views because people just quite watching it. It's on something you can have on in the background. He puts a bit of music on it, whatever you call it, so you don't have to pay royalties. And on a bus. Well, what could be more simple? And of course, if you're in the UK and you're over 60 years old, you get a free bus pass, so it's not even costing you any money for the bus fare, and you just sit there with your camera and off you go. What a great way to make a YouTube! Yeah. I think it's a brilliant thing to do. Get you off your backside. Anyway, my target now that I've been playing with YouTube, and I haven't made. In the last 6 months, I'd be lucky if I'd made half a dozen videos because not been too well, to be honest with you, and couldn't get motivated. But I've decided, kick up the backside, get off my backside, and I'm going to do a YouTube video every 2 days. Now, that's going to bore you silly, that is, isn't it? See me every 2 days talking on YouTube. But there you go. That's what I'm going to do. Every 2 days, you'll see a new video. Now, whether it'll be about YouTube, on how to make a YouTube video, you know, whether you should have the templates, whether you should have an introduction, whether you should work off scripts, whether you should write it all out first or whatever, whichever way you want. We cover all silly things like that. As you can see, I don't do nothing like that at all. No, I just put the camera up in the garden because it's a beautiful sunny days and the birds are singing, and I just talk. If you enjoy it, or you can do a travel video. I'm thinking of doing one of these bus ones, like this guy saw the other day on a bus. Yeah, well, I've got a bus pass. I can sit on a bus, just stick the camera on the front, and we go along the road. And oh, there's the Green Lion. That's the pub. Yeah, do nice beer in there. And oh yeah, look, there's the Cricket Green. Yeah, they play on a Thursday. You know, you can do, and people like doing it because People sit at home and they think, do you know, I used to live there. I wonder what it's like now. And they go on the bus and they get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of views. And it all earns you some money. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Earning a little bit of money. So I can't see the screen. I forgot to put my glasses on. Don't know where they are. They're around here somewhere. Anyway, what else can we? Yeah, so we can do that. We can also do walk-in videos around towns. You can give people guided walks around towns if you want to do that. Or you can do, if you've got a hobby. Depends what hobby you've got, of course. You know, as long as it's legal. You know, you can't say growing. I don't know if there is. I've not looked. Growing cannabis. I suppose there is a YouTube channel telling you how to do it, but I don't know if you can do. Yeah, there's an idea. Just don't advertise it. Yeah, but yeah, the main thing. You know, I grew tomatoes last year. Not very successfully, might I say. I think I should have grown them, planted them, whatever, in bags, because the soil in my garden there was so rubbishy, they didn't grow at all. And as a matter of fact, the money I spent on the seeds and plants, I bought seeds and plants, neither ones were successful, by the way. I could have bought more tomatoes from bloody Lidl's. But never mind, I enjoyed the fun. And I now know, because I went on YouTube, that if I was to grow them in pots or in grow bags, I would have done better. But never mind, you live and learn. So that's it. So you got to get off your backside. That's the most important thing. Get off your backside and just do it. YouTube, just do it. Which was one of the titles of my other videos. So what else are we going to do with YouTube? Well, as I said, if I'm going to do a YouTube video every other day, it's going to be boring. So I should warn you, shouldn't I, if there's nothing going to happen exciting. But there's always something going on, isn't there? Yeah, always. Something to video, if it's only just walking the dog. You know, if it's just whatever. You know, there's so much to do on YouTube, and people do like watching idiots like me behaving like an idiot, which we are, aren't we? So, let's put you on pause, because I've totally lost my train of thought here. Totally lost it. I don't know which way or what way. Apparently this is old age. Yeah, you get like this when you get old. What I should have done, which I shall cover, is I should have had a few post-its down there with subjects on, so I could say, yeah, look, we've covered that, we've covered that, we've covered that. But I don't tend to do things like that. I just go for it. If it goes, it goes. If it goes, it goes. It don't. But that's what you can do. You can actually write a full script. There's people out there that they actually put their subject in, and they go to AI, and AI will write them, you know, a thousand word on that subject. You know, the growing of tomatoes in grow bags with AI, and it'll actually tell you, and you can actually stand there and read it and do it that way. But I don't know. I rebel against AI. I think no, it's not good AI. No, I prefer, you know, how can I say, if I'm watching something, I want to see the person do it. I don't want to see the AI person do it. No, that's not that's not the way to do it. As I said before, you know, if you go to a surgeon, you want to go and see a surgeon who's done it. Let's not watch a video about a surgeon who thinks he knows how he can do it. No, let's have somebody who's done it far better, right? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We've been going, I can't quite see. Yeah, we've been doing, 10 minutes. Far too long for a video, because you'd all gone to sleep by now, wouldn't you? Of course you would have done. But that's beside the point. Anyway, let's forget about that. Let's just say my famous 3-line finish to all my videos. Be good, be happy, and don't forget to feed and look after the animals. Ta for now. Bye.